Don't worry, that guy's a twat anyway, and they just cut to a Mull To None.
It's a little more intimidating doing it by yourself. Hi guys, and welcome to another Mull To None gameplay video. You may notice that Max is not here today. He has relocated interstate, so we're still trying to figure out how to do this and line everything up so we can do stuff in person still. So that's why Max is not actually in this video. So we got in another friend of ours, Dwayne. He's got a really cool deck that he's brought in, which Max helped him put together. The game ended up being a bit of a shorter one, so let's look at some opening hands that we have here. So looking at Dwayne's hand here, he's got lands and he's got interaction, which because his commander costs 6 mana, that's pretty much what you want at the start. This hand is particularly good for him because it's just protection, so that he can get to the point where he can actually cast his Gyruda and start going off. So looking at my opening hand here for Yuriko, we've got a turn 1 evasive creature, which is exactly what Yuriko needs. We've got the Misdirection and the Stifle as a little bit of protection and backup. We've got Limdol's Vault to get the top deck manipulation going to just hit for some pretty wicked damage here, and we've got a couple of lands there so we can actually cast stuff. This is basically exactly what you want in an opening hand, with the exception of maybe the Misdirection, swapping it out for a Force of Will or like a Fierce Guardianship or something. This is a very, very, very good hand for Yuriko. So looking at Mitch's hand here, this hand is phenomenal. This is not only a turn 1 Winota, but it's a turn 1 Goblin on the field to attack with. This hand, if he can pull it off, if he doesn't get interacted with on turn 1, this hand is incredible. He is just going to go off, and this could very easily be his game, just looking at this opening hand. So yeah, looking at Aaron's hand here for his very interesting Trayzn build, he is relying very heavily on that Bazaar of Baghdad to fuel that graveyard, to get those artifacts into there to give Trayzn the extra abilities. The Moonsilver Key, very good, basically a tutor here for him with that Bazaar. Crack the Moonsilver, go and get whatever he needs, and then just dump it into the bin with that Bazaar. So yeah, all in all, it's an interesting looking hand if you're not familiar with the deck, but that Bazaar is going to put in some serious work for him this game. Opening hands. Let's get straight into it. Alright, let's go. Any pre-games?
Gemstone cabins. Yep. Getting rid of Mox Diamond.
Damn, son.
Good luck, have fun.
Draw.
Snow covered island. Turn.
Draw. Let's play a Misty Rainforest. I will crack this to go and get an Underground Sea, and then I'll play a Signal Pest and pass turn.
Jewel Lotus.
I'm going to remove 2 blue cards from my hand. Commandeer your Jewel Lotus.
No worries.
This is an interesting use for Commandeer. I hadn't actually realised that you could use Commandeer this way to kind of steal other people's mana rocks. It's a fantastic interaction. It really pays off for Dwayne here. It's cool to see cards that you don't really think about being used that way. Like normally Commandeer is used purely as an interactive piece in a counter war. Using it here to help ramp yourself is a very well thought out play, especially going for the Jeweled Lotus so that he can cast his Gyruda that little bit earlier.
Lado, Mana Crypt.
Sure, I'll Commandeer it. Exiling Misdirection and Stifle. So as you can see, that move with Commandeer that Dwayne thought of, it's a great idea, so I thought I'd copy it.
No worries, pass the turn.
And I'm going to start with playing a Bazaar of Baghdad. I'm going to tap it, draw 2 discard 3 cards. I'm going to discard Sensei's Divining Top and Swamp, Relic of Legends, and then I'm going to pass down.
Draw. I will play a Drowned Catacomb. Snow covered island for a Soul Ring.
Alright, I will untap, I will drop. I will play a Clearwater Pathway. I will tap my Mana Crypt for a Gravedigger's Cage.
Wait, I'll Swan Song that.
Sure. Burb! I will swing Signal Pest at you. Ninjutsu and Yuriko. So you take 1 from Yuriko, and I reveal Memnite.
We'll take
So
0.
everybody takes 0. I'll play Memnite and I'll pass turn.
Draw. Pass the turn.
I'm going to tap the Bazaar, draw 2, discard Brown Dynamo, Chrome Mox, Swamp, play Crystal Vein as my land for turn, sacrifice Crystal Vein for 2 colorless mana, cast Moonsilver Key, pass turn.
Untap. Draw 2, tapping Jewel Lotus for black. 6. Gyruda. Any responses?
No.
Pass party.
I have no response.
Sweet, so everyone Gyruda.
Mill 4, yeah?
All 4, yeah.
Stuff for completion, Soulless Jailer, Pele Ymir, Hillapala.
4. I have a target, so
She's-
Sakashima will come into the battlefield, becoming a copy of Gyruda. Everyone do it again.
Force of Will, Spell Pierce, Bloodstained Mire, and Street Wraith.
So Force Will, Yawgmoth's Will, Necromancy, Witch's Cottage.
I got Disciples of Gix, which when it enters, mills 3 artifacts from your deck of your choice.
What you get?
Street Wraith for me, which is
Out of
odd.
those 4, Jonathan Magistrate.
Yeah, I'll take Drona. Turn.
Sure.
I think I've got to play any of my own vitamins one day.
Nope. Draw. I'll play a Signal Pest. I'll swing. You don't have any flyers, so you can take a bird.
Sweet.
And then I'll swing one at each of you. For 4 damage, I will Limdor's Vault. So Limdor's Vault, it's an interesting card. It was originally in the list that I had, but I took it out because it was taking a little too long to resolve in the middle of my combat. This one here actually ended up being pretty quick. I only went through 4 piles and it took just over 2 minutes. I've seen ones where it's gone through pretty much the whole deck and it's taken like 10 minutes to resolve this one spell. So it is back in. We'll see how it goes and see how much time it takes to resolve each time. Yeah, I'll go that way. So I'll shuffle all of this. I'll reveal Shadow of Mortality, so everybody take 15. I will play Ottawara's land for turn and pass turn.
Pass.
It has to attack.
Take one.
Tap the Bazaar, draw 2, discard 3. I'm going to play Cavern of Souls and ending Necron. Then I'm going to tap the Cavern, sacrifice Moon Silver Key, and attempt to search my deck for an artifact of a mana ability or a basic land. Any responses?
Nope.
Nope.
Jewel bonus. And then I'm going to pass turn.
Untap. Play Ottawara, and then for 8, Hauling Broodlord.
Oh.
Cut. This card is actually face down.
I'll untap. Okay. I will go to combat. Sorry, Aaron, everything's coming at you. You know, I'll leave the bird untapped, so you're taking 4. I then have 1 trigger. Moth Dust Changeling. I will then play Moth Dust Changeling and pass turn.
Untap. Lotus Petal. 3 mana for Skyclave Apparition. I'm gonna get rid of your Signal Pest.
So Mitch casting his Skyclave Apparition here. There's not very many good targets here that are actually going to have an impact on the board. He originally wanted to take the Drannith, but that would open up the board for Aaron to play Trayzn and basically win on the spot, which is always a difficult place to be in because you want to remove those pieces that are holding you back, but you need to make sure you're doing it at a time where it's not just going to hand someone else the game. So going for the Signal Pest here, it's just a way to limit some of the damage that everyone is taking from me.
I go to combat, I make another goblin, and I swing both goblins at you. Pass the turn.
Draw. That would have held one turn one. Jewel bonus. Draw 2. Discard Covered Jewel and Darkmoor Salvage. Jensen Caverns, and then I'm going to play Plaza of Heroes as my land for turn. And I will pass turn.
At your end step, cast Demonic Consultation.
Sure.
No response.
No response.
Sorana. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. I'll cast Sorana.
I will respond by sacrificing my Lotus Petal and casting Silence.
Turn.
Untap. So upkeep.
I'm going to tap these 2 Tainted Pact.
So this Tainted Pact here may seem a bit weird. As I said at the start, Dwayne is still learning cEDH as a format. He hasn't really played the Thassa's Oracle combo before, so the timing here does seem a little odd. Him doing this, it did telegraph that he had Thassa's Oracle in hand and that we needed to do something to stop him. So let's see if we can.
I'm going to put all but 1 into X1.
Oh, correct. Safe. Draw for turn. I'll swing the bird at you, and then you'll take 1, 2, 3, and then I'll reveal Cyclonic Rift and Chrome Mox. Yeah, everybody takes it. I will play Chrome Mox, Imprinting Shadow of Mortality. Pass turn. What did you draw?
Pay 3 mana for Goblin Rebel Master. Yeah, I'm gonna enter combat and swing everything at you.
Is it worth pointing out that at this point, Dwayne is the problem, considering he's going to win on the
Sure,
next
you're
turn?
in blue. You should be able to deal with it.
I should.
Currently, I'm gonna clock either way. I'm gonna swing everything at you. Pass.
Okay, I'm going to draw 10. I'm going to tap the Bazaar, draw 2, discard 3. I'm going to choose to replace one of those straws with a dredge from the Darkmoor Salvage in my graveyard. So I draw 1, mill 2, discard 3. So I'm going to do the Darkmoor first. Draw 1. And then I discard 3, discarding Darkmoor, 1 Power Stone, and Shimmermere. Then I'm going to play Ebon Stronghold as my land for turn. Pass turn.
Before your draw step, I'll overlay Cyclonic Rift, including your Drannith.
You make a 1/1.
I'll play the last card in my lobby. Engine 2. 2 cards. That's it.
Sure. I can't do anything.
And I can't do anything either.
Good game.
GG.
Flash out Gingerbread.
Last card in my hand was Thassa's Oracle. What a game. A nice quick one. It's always super satisfying to see a new player come through with a win. So yeah, congratulations to Dwayne on his win. First time on the channel. I almost got there. Aaron almost got there. If it wasn't for the Dranith, Aaron would have won. If it wasn't for those commandeers at the start, Mitch would have won on probably turn 2. cEDH is just one of those formats where you can win out of nowhere, or you can have your win completely stolen away from you. That's it for today. Sorry for the quick one, and I guess we will see you all next week.